All right, are we there? Does it work? We got 25 megabytes of bitrate, which is great. Yeah. Okay. This was way too tiring. Let me first go ahead, start recording as well. I really hope these two count as different channels. Oh yeah, there's like 5 tracks. If I just like disable you, for example, hopefully that might work. I don't really know how this works, to be honest. Okay, yeah. Hopefully it's gonna work. Then we're gonna go to Spotify. Um, I don't know what kind of music I can play actually. What kind of music can I play on stream? Yeah, let's go with that. Um, mm, mm, mm. It seems it seems odd that you can't you know uh, have any music on stream. Okay, I don't know what we're doing. What are we doing? We are doing a live stream. We're making a voxel engine. Yes, we're making a voxel engine. um, let's have some music, which is hopefully not too loud, not too quiet. It might be a bit too loud. Hopefully that's alright. I'm not sure if I can publish a link on Twitter. So we're gonna have to check that as well. Can I publish a link on Twitter? I don't recommend that bitrate. Okay. So how do I get my link? Webcam? No. Okay, what? How do I? How do I see my stream? I can't see my stream. Where's my? What the hell? Oh, it's private. Of course I can't see it. Public. No, make it public. Done. Save. Okay. And then it should be available. It should be available. It should be available. Is it like a stop? No. Okay. So it should be available. There it is. There it is. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Where do I share this? This is the question. Um, I don't think allows for yeah. How do I okay, only works with Twitch, so hmm, a bit of a bummer, I know. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. So let's go live. Maybe someone in a look. Um yeah, I don't know what I'm doing at all. So I guess I could like publish it on Twitter, which feels a bit publishing on Twitter feels wrong to be honest. And I just noticed my microphone way below where it should be. Streaming. Tough shit. Um okay, so let's just go do that. Let's go. Okay. 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 Live. Let's make Minecraft. Let's make Minecraft. Okay. Let's start by opening Kitty, huh? Let me close that. Let me put that there. CD desktop projects, actual project, cargo, and a mine. Let's name it like voxel engine. Yeah, that should be way better. CD voxel engine. And we should have some. No. Maybe let's go fish. Clear it up. That's on cargo check. Yeah, add. We need to make a get ignore. The target's already in there. Perfect. Let's get add dot. Yeah. We're gonna need I think I'm gonna use vGPU for the rendering. We're gonna use Vena. We're gonna what else are we gonna use? Like I'm probably gonna use STI to be honest. So STI is a package made by someone. STI. It's crazy that I've just like memorized this. What else would I need? Preemptively, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna need Buttmuck. What else? What else? What else? You know what? No shame in just going ahead and checking what I've done before, right? I think I'm thinking factory game prototype 2. Let's check the cargo time first, because this was also a voxel engine. Actually, let me just show it up. See, desktop factory game prototype 2. If I just cargo run that, might take a bit, but it'll work. I had made a custom save system and a voxel mesher with this. I think because there's an app called Voxel, right, which can like output the voxels per voxel in like a text file, but I can't use that as a mesh, right? So I was using that. Let's check it out. It's gonna take a bit to generate, of course, because I think the render distance right now is quite a bit. Is it written on the top? Yeah, it is. 16 chunks, which should be equivalent to 32 chunks in Minecraft. I'd say it's actually really fast. Like, as a game, it was I mean, it was my first attempt at making a factory game. And obviously the viewport doesn't stretch, which is kind of weird. It was 3D, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's actually really fast. I think I got like, well, I want to say I got 96 chunks, which is like 3,000 blocks of render distance. In under 3 gigabytes of RAM, which is kind of misleading because none of the chunks you see that are like maybe a single chunk away from me are kept in memory at all. They're just meshed and then discarded. So if I were to speed 10, maybe it was like set speed 10. Like I have no idea how this works anymore, but you know. Well, that's freaky. But yeah, it should be done with rendering, and then it was alright, but as you can see, like the AO is kind of fucked. There's no lighting. It's just kind of a mid voxel engine. It is quite optimized. It's like multi-threaded and shit, but I think I have a lot to change. I think I'm gonna keep this one mostly single-threaded for now. Maybe in the future we'll just change it, but for now it's gonna stay mostly multi-threaded. And hopefully we'll get a way better engine. Hopefully we'll get you know, lighting, global illumination maybe. So yeah, I think we could start by looking at what it has and then deciding what we need from it. So free type, random, voxel mesher. We're gonna need STI. I think I might need Polster, but I might steal this from. Oh, I'm definitely gonna want Glam. I love Glam. We'll probably also want Rand. I think I had a custom probably noise implementation, so we're probably not gonna need that. Yeah, we're probably not gonna need that. Yeah. I think after stealing from this, we could go back and steal from Ravioli. If I can't find that. I don't see it. Where's Ravioli? There you are. There you are. Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal the rendering from Ravioli. At least, you know, since it's a 2D game, it has the 2D rendering engine. I might just steal that. But also, I don't know, it might be better to just start from scratch. Yeah, I think we'll start from scratch instead of copying directly from Ravioli. We'll still want like a. Oh, we should also probably get Eagly. So let me just go ahead, check the car without lock. That's a lot of dependencies. I think most of them are to make. Like there's some Saturday stuff, there's some lots of, web stuff. I think we'll want font do for the font. I don't want to use free type because I remember that causing some problems with, stuff. Let's get tracing. We'll want these guys. I'm not sure if we're gonna need PNG image just yet. I don't think we're gonna need textures for a good while, but in the future, of course, we're gonna want textures. I don't think textures will be very hard to add, to be honest. So I think that should be enough to get started. So let's just compile that. While that's compiling, let's go back to the factory game. Not that. The factory game, prototype 2, source, render. Because, you must specify a math backend. What? Oh, we have default features off for some reason. Just keep that. I think that might just be like a new thing. Because I haven't seen that error before. Okay, so what do we need for a voxel engine? Let's just start with, world.rs. Well, we should probably start with lib.rs because, we don't want to keep all your stuff. And let's make work. And then, of course, we're going to have to restart the LSP because what do you mean? Well, that was weird. Hi, hello, how are you? I don't know when you said that. But hi. How are you doing? Oh, I wasn't expecting someone. Let's go. Structure app. I like to do it like, app state. And then we're just gonna have like app, which is app state. And then we can implement application handler for app. This. What? Wait, hold up. So let me close all these tabs. Hold up. What's that? What the heck? What is that? Is it like a translation? It's high. No, I know. It says high when I hover over it, but what is it like that? Like, why is it that, like, I don't know, I'm writing You see that, right? Like, what's that? Okay, well, anyway, welcome. How are you doing? Actually, I have to keep this here. I'm so sorry. We're making a voxel engine. I don't actually remember how to. I think I gotta go tracing subscriber. Doing good. Hi. I'm doing good too. Bit bored, but you know that seems wrong. Let me go main. This is like a really old project, so I probably shouldn't be taking too much from it. Yes, format dot init. Max with max level. I'm doing good level like and debug. No, debug just spams it too much. And then we're gonna go event loop, event loop builder. I can just like copy paste this, right? Yeah. Import. Import. Ah, I don't know why I'm doing this. How's the music, by the way? Is it good? Do you like the music? Is it too loud? We're gonna go app. App state's gonna have loading, ready, and none. And then when we're started, we can just go let me app equals app. Is the text too small? I feel like it's too small for that screen, yeah. That's fine, we can just go like that. Perfect. App state, none. So I did like this because in the future when we have to add Vasm, we can just do it really easily. By just, you know, making it work. Let's go event loop dot run app mutable app for unwrap. And then here we're just gonna go self.app equals app state. Okay. We're gonna have to add a render.rs public struct renderer. Okay, just go here and open renderer. Should be fine. Just copy paste that. You know, most of this is just boilerplate stuff, which is fine. Staging buffer, staging belt, what? Staging belt. Yeah. I'm not sure that we're gonna need 2D for a while. Let's just not have 2D for now, at least. Implement renderer. Yeah, it's gotta be async. Close. And it's gonna take in a window. I prefer it to just like just make it a reference counter pointer instead of leaking out. Yeah, that should be completely fine. Typo. Window. That's perfect. Let's see. Yeah, we're just gonna copy paste this, I think. Should be fine. Looks about right. Experimental features. We really do not care for experimentals. Let's see. Looks about right. We can just copy paste that. And then we got the pipelines. I'm gonna leave the pipelines alone for now, because we're gonna have to make that fit with our stuff. We're gonna have to specialize it. Even just a little bit, you know. And we have a staging bell. No. Let's just put you up here. I prefer the staging belt size to be like 14 should be fine. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Yeah. Let's go back to main. The app state. We got the app state. We also want struct game. So we got 3 structures here. The first one, app, is our Vinet driver. Then we have the app state. This is where usually you would have an option for the game, or like, yeah, well, you would have an option where you just like initialize it before the window. Both of which cause problems when you want this resumed function to, or like the window event or the resume function to be async, which you do when you want to eventually port to the web, because you can't just like block the main thread for like a second or two while you get everything ready. So instead we have this app state which has ready, which will be game, loading, which I don't think needs anything, to be honest. Sorry, loading is gonna take like a future. Of course, I don't remember what kind of future it's gonna be, but it will take a future, and every time we get a window event, we'll just call that and try to make it convert into a ready, after which we can start the game. So let's just go to resumed, which is where we're going to initialize our game. Like, not the data is probably gonna get... I'm not sure actually. So in here I have a app structure with the renderer in an option, because the renderer is the only thing that needs to be async, but I have the game and the input manager and everything else directly on the application itself. But in Ravioli, for example, I have a game structure that holds the renderer, the input manager, the everything alongside the game data. Yeah. I don't know what would be the best. Yeah, time since last simulation to keep it deterministic because we had a simulation back then. But realistically, it doesn't matter at all, does it? Okay, we're gonna have renderer. You know, let's not complicate this. Let's just go with the normal flow of stuff. We're gonna have a main function with an option renderer. We want holster, so we can just block on it. You can implement it yourself, but I just don't care to right now. Renderer, game. I mean, do we even need a game structure? We're just making a voxel engine, so we might, maybe. Renderer. Yeah, renderer's gonna need a. Let's have a game structure because we're gonna have to hold the player position and stuff. And then when resumed, we're gonna go if self.renderer is none. Self.renderer equals some holster block on renderer new. Now we're just gonna let window equals event loop. Oh, create window attributes new. Window attributes new, and then let's go with title voxel engine. Yep. And of course we need to RC it. I haven't done this before, I usually just go box leak, but let's try it, it can't hurt. It can't hurt, probably. Yeah, that looks about right. Now we're just gonna match on events. Do nothing on most, and then redraw requested is gonna give us event loop request. Nope. We want the window. Well, the render's probably gonna hold on to it, so let's go window. You're gonna be an RC window. Yeah. RC window, that's it just fine. We wanna let thumb renderer equals stuff.renderer, at least here, else that's what, continue, return. Do we need to request redraw is what I'm thinking. And I don't know why I'm worried about it. I know that the render is gonna be initialized, but you know, let's just go put an error case just in case I don't have tracing. tracing error. Render is none. Okay. Render that window that request redraw. We're gonna have that. And I think, assuming we fix these errors real quick. Usages, extra usages. Happy. What do you mean instance descriptor? Descriptor new. What the? That's stupid. Like, I don't care about these. Okay, sure, new without display handle. That works. Device. And you're missing the frame buffer. Bit multi-sample frame buffer. Let's just yoink that. And then we can just put it like that. Is the device already borrowed or something? No. Weird. Consider borrowing. Sure, I will. Okay. What the hell? It just requires the Windows static. That's why I leaked the window. RC. To Rust, how to leak. Okay, well, let's just take you like that, and then we can go. Box, leak, box, new window. There you go. Main. Nope, we just want the normal window. And if you color check, MSAA, sample count, it's missing, which is fine. We're just going to define a pop-up class, MSAA, sample count, full, which is usually what you want anyway. You're 32. Whew. Talking. It's hard, okay? Let's say for the render mutably. Box window. We can just call unwrap on that for now. If the window fails, we're just kind of done anyway. What do you want? Window attributes. What would you prefer me to use? Default attributes. Is it just default? Okay. So this should probably change. Regardless, we do not care. Hopefully it's gonna run. We're waiting for it. There we go, we got our first window. But of course we're not exiting right now, we just gotta go. Gonna exit. Window event exit. Close requested, yeah. I think we're supposed to pass it on. Window request. I don't know. I think it might be event loop. Close. Okay, you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Okay. Run. Just open the previous renderer. We have resize. We have redraw. Oh, we gotta go event loop.exit. Okay. Let's bring that back. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah. Let's go render. Which does a bunch of stuff, you know, I don't care about many of these. We mostly just care about output texture, settings, encoder. Function, render itself, mute encoder, run encoder. Command encoder, what's the output, which is just texture view. And we don't need settings for now. Seems like camera's just on the render, which is kind of weird. We're not gonna use that for this one. I prefer to have the camera in the... I prefer having the camera in like a separate parameter. We just make a render path. Yeah. The output. That frame buffer. We'll start that frame buffer. We draw to a frame buffer because this one has, you know, mesh, UI, etc. Instead of just doing it the normal way. Oh, we also need a depth buffer. Let's just say none for now. And then we can just drop pass encoder. What else do we gotta do? I think we might gotta self-queue.submit. Okay, we gotta go. 1.1, 1.1, who cares? And 1.0. Okay, we forgot to call the render function here. Equals render dot window dot require output. Dude, I keep forgetting everything. I haven't done my homework for the stream. Yeah. Yoink. Ooh. No, not that. Alright, we gotta integrate Igwe as well, don't we? Huh? This is weird. Why is there no API for it? Oh. Ew. You know what? Sure, who cares? Surface texture, success, output equals render dot get current texture else and return. Encoder equals command encoder. Let's check it out still. I gotta do it like that. Render encoder output should be it. Encoder output, yeah. Dude, who cares? Oh my god. Literally do not care. Review this. Okay. Let's rename it text review. And hopefully that's gonna give us what we need. Yes. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, the start of this thing is just always the slowest part. Like the rendering, like the slowest part, because you just gotta bootstrap yourself. Ah, it's alright. We can figure it out. Just, I think we need a shader now, don't we? Yeah, we need the render pass, we need the shader, we need the depth texture. What else? Yeah, you know what? I'm done for it today.